There are people kind of following up on that who like to call you anti-Semitic, who like to call you a racist, Mr. President. What would you say to these people?
Well, you know, the word racist is used about every Republican that's winning. Anytime a Republican is leading, they take out the R word, the racist word. And I'm not anti-immigrant at all. I'm all for people coming into the country legally and people based on merit. But when you see a caravan that's pouring up to our country with thousands of people, maybe 10,000 people now, and then you see the violence that was caused by a second caravan that's forming on the northern Mexico side, where you look at what's going Guatemala and Honduras, and you look at the violence and people being hurt, Mexican soldiers being hurt, and police. They're throwing rocks in their face. Look, we're not going to let them come into our country. We have 10, and we might even go up to 15,000 soldiers on our border. We are building a wall in its own way. We're putting up walls of barbed wire. And when you look at what we're doing, they're just not coming into our country. They might as well go back now. But take a look at the violence that they've created down there, the level of I mean, these are not angels, as you would say. These are not angels.
You say you're not going to let them into the country. What is this about tent cities? And that could be a tricky situation.
Well, we're going to build housing. Obviously, it has to be built very fast. And we're going to give them better housing than many of them have. We're going to hold them. We are not going to release them. We're going to hold them until their deportation hearing goes, and their asylum hearing.
No catch and release, right?
No, we're not going to do catch and release. Catch and release is no good. Obama proved that. President Obama proved that. Catch and release is no good. And we've got it down to a very good system, and we're going to be very strong on it. We're not going to be releasing people into our country that never show up for their court case.
On immigration, one last question. What about the critics who say, look, you're just doing all of this for political, to gin up the base and everything? What's the answer to that?
Well, if I am, I've been doing it for a long time, because I've been on this issue for a long time, ever since you've known me.
Sure.
And now we have a chance to do something about it. The problem we have is we have no Democrat votes. We need Democrat votes in order to pass bills. And, because we have a very tiny little majority. We'll see what that is. But now we have another election coming up. We need Republicans, because the Democrats will give us no votes on anything. They don't mind open borders. They don't mind crime, because open borders mean crime. They don't mind crime. They don't want to take care of our military. They don't want to take care of our vets. And that's where we are. But we have no votes on immigration for, with the Democrats. And we can't let that happen. So I've been very strong on immigration, David, as you know, right from the beginning, right from the first time you saw me.